Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Or the virus or the vaccine? This is an interesting article that I just came across about Catherine the Great's letter that's going off an auction in December about how she wanted mandatory vaccinations and temporary housing for the unvaxxed.
Empress Catherine the Great's letter on smallpox vaccination to go up for auction. In a letter written by Empress Catherine II of Russia on the 20th of April 1787, smallpox vaccines against Malorossia, modern Ukraine, counts will be auctioned on the 1st of December in McDougall's, London, according to news reports. The letter, formerly stored in an anonymous private collection, has recently been exhibited for the first time in Moscow and will be auctioned at the McDougall Auction House in London on the 1st of December. According to the Moscow Times, Catherine II, who ruled Russia from 1762 to 1796, was a major supporter of vaccination at the time when many people resisted this idea. According to MacDougall, in 1768 she was the first in Russia to be vaccinated against smallpox, and shortly thereafter her son was vaccinated. Related, outbreaks of the 5 most dreadful diseases of the last century. The smallpox virus devastated the world for at least 3,000 years before the modern vaccination campaign wiped it out in 1980. According to the World Health Organization, WHO. According to MacDougall, in 18th century Europe, smallpox could kill an entire village at once. The first successful smallpox vaccine was not available until 1796 when British doctor Edward Jenner realized that a milkmaid who caught cowpox did not catch smallpox. According to WHO. Prior to that, during the reign of Catherine II, vaccination included exposure to the smallpox virus itself. According to MacDougall, doctors make an incision in the arm of a healthy person and insert a thread of cloth containing the pus of a person infected with smallpox. This primitive immunization method made people sick for some time and had a 2% risk of death. This is about 1/20th of the natural infection with smallpox. One of the most important of the other missions of the State Welfare Commission entrusted to you should be the introduction of inoculation for smallpox, as we know it. It causes great harm, especially among the general public. It is the Slavic alphabet in a newly published letter to Count Pio Alexandrovich, Governor and Deputy Governor of Catherine II Malorossia. Written in Cyrillic. Such inoculations should be common everywhere. In the letter, she said that for those who could not be vaccinated at home, Count should order each town to build temporary accommodation in abandoned monasteries and small monasteries. Wrote historian Oleg Kromov told reporters through a video at a meeting on Thursday, the 18th of November. Vaccines today are much safer than they were 200 years ago, but in the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic many countries, such as the United States and Russia, are still fighting widespread vaccine hesitation. According to the Moscow Times, when French ruler Louis XV died of smallpox in 1774, Catherine the Great died of the disease when he lived in the enlightened 18th century, barbarism. It is reported that he said that. Yekaterina MacDougall, co-director of the auction house and Russian art expert, said, "I strongly hope that one day, perhaps in the near future, we can call it the savagery of COVID dying in the 21st century meeting." According to the Moscow Times, the letter was auctioned with a portrait of Catherine the Great and is estimated to be worth up to $1.6 million in total. Originally published in Live Science.